So, guys, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, we are live on YouTube, guys. So today, guys, we're going to discuss about the Supercoppa Italia final. Of course, I'm joined by my friend BLE, man, who's an Inter fan. So, BLE, man, it must be nice that you finally defeated Milan.
Yes, it's a very sweet feeling. After we lost the first match 3-2 in the league, we finally beat them. We got some revenge against them as well. And plus, with that revenge, we also won the Supercoppa, which we did win last year. And this year, we retain it. Yes, love it. Love this. Overall,
Yeah.
a very, very good match.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and talk about those specific players on the day. Let me just go ahead and just give me a few minutes, guys. We're gonna go ahead. Let me just go ahead and notify people we're live. So. Live now. All right, so like I said, let's go read some comments, guys. Let's go ahead and read some comments before we hear BLE's thing. Milan is red no matter what. Okay. All right. BLE says yes.
Talk all you want, Sebastian. That's never true. Inter has won more derbies than Milan has.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, I'm not gonna read that. I'm not gonna read the entire thing, but you could say Tatarazzo wasn't that good today. Magnon Zlatan. Also Milan lost because Leo took a picture with Ronaldo, and no, I don't think that's the reason. I don't think that's the reason. But okay, Ronaldo curse is happening. I don't think it's a Ronaldo curse. So
yeah,
but the true match is tomorrow. PSG versus Al Nassr. Okay. Yo-Yo Master Talks Facts uses the blue-black thing. Inter and RBLX, it says congrats BLE. Congratulations.
Thank you, RB Elks.
Yeah,
RBLE Elks, that's what I can call you.
Yeah, RBLEX. It's very weird. It's kind of a hard to pronounce.
We have another BLE.
Yeah, we have another. Oh yeah, we have two BLEs. Anyways,
we have
let's
another
go
BLE.
ahead. Yeah. So anyways, we're gonna be here for around another 30 minutes. So obviously, it's really late in for BLE, and of course, I have some work to do, so we're not gonna stay here for too long. So this will be 30 minutes max, guys. So I know it's really late for you, so you can't be on here for that long. I think, right? So. Yeah, so let me go and share my screen. So let me go ahead and share. So we have a game currently going on in the Premier League. So
yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. We currently have a game going in the Premier League, so obviously this is more important to me.
Half an hour's perfect time.
Yeah, so let's talk about the players that stood out to you. Let's go. Who is your man of the match for Inter today?
All right, man of the match. I just do have. I would say it's either between Dzeko, Barella, or DiMarco or Çalhanoğlu, one of those four. I would give man of the match. I agree with SofaScore. I would give it to Barella, although Darmian was actually pretty close. Pretty close to him. He was actually also really good today. I thought he dealt with Theo Hernandez and Rafael Leao quite well. Although Leao did have some chances, I did think he did quite well. But I would have to still give man of the match to Barella.
Barella, man, is so fantastic. One of the best midfielders in the world. I think people. It's crazy how people don't even put Barella in the conversation. Like for me, he's one of the best midfielders in the world. Like in the top 10 at least.
Yeah, so definitely the best midfielder in Italy.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, and just for me, DiMarco, man, one of the most underrated players of this Inter team, in my opinion. I think the amount of work, the amount of defensive work he's done, especially against Barcelona. Of course, I know it was against my team, but like he was really good in those two games, and he's showing how good he's been. So DiMarco, one of the more underrated players. Dzeko as well, another underrated player for Inter. Would you say so?
I would say so. Not only during Inter, but during his entire career, he's been definitely will go down as one of the most underrated strikers of his generation. But
Yeah.
The only recognition that he won't get is with his national. But otherwise, Dzeko has been banging in goals for a very long time. He did that once again today, which
Yeah,
is
and
the true reason
and
why Edin Dzeko is deeply.
and we have to give credit to Chalanahu, man. I think this guy, for me, he was not even a CDM originally. He's really been a camp, and he's been playing really well as a CDM, especially when Brozovic is absent. And you guys have actually you guys have really handled Brozovic's absence really well. Like, you guys have actually done better than I thought you guys would have.
Yeah.
So
even when Brozovic has played this season for us, he still hasn't been great. But Çalhanoğlu's original position is a CDM position. Even when he played as a cam, he wasn't. He was really good, but he wasn't as fantastic as he could be. But the CDM position is his true position. So Çalhanoğlu, again against his former club Milan, he puts in another masterclass.
Yeah, he's still. Yeah, let's see if we could win a league though at some point, because what he did, man, it was kind of shameless, to be fair. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
the thing is, Inter, man, they were so good on the day. It's really hard to pick a man of the match for them because a lot of the players would stand out. I don't think there was any single bad players in the day. I think everyone was good.
Yeah. Even Onana, even though he got a 7.1 by SofaScore, even though he was good, he really didn't have that many saves to make, which shows you how defensively solid we are with the back three of Skriniar, Acerbi. Acerbi, I was expecting him to be the worst player that we signed in the summer, but he's proving himself. He's shutting everyone up. Acerbi, even though he's old, he's a very reliable center back, and he's been doing really, really well this season. So another great performance by him. And Bastoni. Bastoni is a gem. He's a really good gem, especially his left foot.
Yeah, definitely, man.
But yeah, I thought every single player today was good today.
Now, we do have to talk about Milan. Of course, it's your rivals, and I know obviously you don't really like Milan like that, but this is a football channel today. I want to talk about both teams here, and we got to talk about Milan because for me, they were very poor. I think defensively they were terrible. Tomori in particular had a disaster class, especially for that third goal. He was terrible. Tonali, I thought, was also poor. I think it was all fault for the second goal. And who was at fault for the first goal? I don't actually remember. I think that might have been the whole back line, to be fair, on that one.
The first goal line, I can't remember. Maybe. Yeah.
The third goal was definitely on Tomori, and the second goal was definitely on Tonali. I can remember those two. But yeah, Tomori, man, had disaster class. I think the only good player for Milan might have been Benacer, I guess. And maybe Leao.
I don't exactly believe the rating that it says there for Benacer. I thought he was actually quite worse than the rating he got. The only really good player for Milan today, I would say, was that's tough. I would probably say was Brahim Diaz. For some reason, I thought he was the only player on Milan's side that could really control the midfield. I think Diaz was the only really standout player for Milan.
What about Leao?
The match? The back line was really bad today from Milan.
Yeah.
I was expecting them to be more defensively solid, but they weren't. Great.
Yeah. What about Leao? Do you think Leao was decent? I know he wasn't that good, but was he one of the better Milan players to you compared to the rest?
And in terms of the attack, I thought he was the only player from Milan that was really good in the attack. He wasn't great. He wasn't that good, but I would say he was decent. I would say.
Put it this way: he was the best for Milan standards. For what they consider, let me rephrase. He was the best. He tried his best. I think he was probably the best attacker for Milan today.
Yeah.
And yeah, man. For me, man, Tomori, man, I don't know what he's been doing. This is crazy. He's touted as one of the best center backs in Serie A. And I know I don't really watch. I don't really have the time to watch Milan like that. So maybe you do, or maybe you have. Because obviously I haven't watched every Milan game, but today in particular, man, was terrible. And this is a derby, man. It's a huge game. This is make or break. We know how good he was last season. So
yeah, definitely. Milan they didn't show any courage during the whole match. They didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, this could have easily been a demolition, man. And you know what's crazy, man? AC Milan actually had more shots. They actually had more possession. But if you actually
More
watch the game,
possession.
yeah, if you actually saw
Yeah,
the game,
I watched.
yeah,
Yeah,
Milan, many of the
and
chances Milan created weren't very they weren't very effective.
and even when they created those chances were created around the first 15 minutes. The first 15 minutes of the second half. So that's the only time that Milan really looked dangerous during the match, and they did create the most chances there. The first half, the statistic Inter had more chances to score, but more shots actually. But Milan just added more shots, but never mind.
Yeah, people don't talk about this, but two striker formation is one of the best is some of the best partnerships we see in the striker. Like, and that's crazy because
Yeah,
when you play with two strikers, they're very, very tend to be very good. Like look at for
yeah,
example, like Atletico Madrid, Morata and who's it called? Diogo Costa. Then for Inter, for you, obviously a few seasons ago, not this season, but Lautaro and Dzeko. I'm sorry, Lautaro and Lukaku. That was a really good partnership.
yeah, yeah.
So, um,
These days, the two striker formation works,
yeah, it's
and
very
the only
effective. I
club
think,
that's really using that is Inter. And
yeah, I think more clubs should actually do it. To be honest.
yeah, yeah,
So,
that's the way. Then that's the way. Then they should use it.
yeah, let me read some more comments. Pookie says
I
Inter owns Milan. I think that's a bit reactionary to say.
Yes.
That might be a bit
In
reactionary.
terms of results of the past 10, 15 years, Inter has won more derbies. But I would
Okay,
say of all time as a football club, AC Milan is still better.
yeah, I think like if you're going like because the thing is, people are forgetting that Milan actually won the two previous derbies before this one. So if anything, Milan were actually
Yeah,
better than Inter. So yeah, and
yeah.
I
At
believe
one point
Milan.
recently they were.
Yeah, when was the last time Inter actually won the derby before today? Do you remember? Because I think
The
it's
last
last time
time
was.
that we won the derby, we won the last time we beat them was in the Coppa Italia semi-final second leg. We
Oh
won with the
yeah,
exact same scoreline 3-0. But the last time we beat them in the league was
the
in
league.
February 2021. So
Yeah,
it's been almost 2 years since we beat them in the league. So
yeah, that is true.
in the league we've been struggling versus them. So
Yeah, so like
yeah. So
I think
recently
it's
Milan
close.
are better in the league, but in terms of cup competition, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely close.
yeah, I don't think I think it's close. Just say RBLX. My name is Alex, but I thought it'd be cool name to put it together. Oh, RB Leipzig and LEX. Oh, that's
Oh,
creative.
okay. Ah, that's why. That's why. All right. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice to know. Thank
Leon
you.
was thinking it's gonna be Sampdoria. Oh my god.
Salernitana. Salernitana. What the heck?
Oh my god. Oh my
What?
god. Hakan Çalhanoğlu has been the best player this season in Europe because he had to be playing in holding midfielding role while being in camp. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what we just said. Like I think he's been another underrated player. He's done really well in the CDM position, and maybe he could be you guys' future
Yeah.
CDM. So
We'll see someday. He still has the legs to play in that position, and he's still quite young compared to Brozovic. So he still has a lot of time, but that is his true position.
yeah.
Right.
And Matt's channel says, an answer to your poll, just AC Milan. Oh yeah, I did a poll. Actually, let me look at the results of the poll real quick. What do you guys say? So, I asked a poll. Are both Milan teams still in the title race? And 57% say yes, 43% says no. For me personally, actually, what's the league table looking like? Let me check the league table. Actually,
Yeah.
let me check
We're
the league
both
table.
we're 1 point behind. We're 1 point behind Milan.
Yeah,
So
like I think it's close. Like, yeah, so like, oh wow, 30. Yeah, like for me, like I think both is in it. Like I know I kind of discounted Juventus, Milan or Inter early in the season, but I honestly though I think only Napoli's really in it. To be honest, if that makes any sense. So
yeah.
yeah,
If
I don't know,
Napoli
man.
for once start losing some games, then they're chance.
But the
I
question
would
is
say,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
Inter is we're 1 point behind. All right, you know.
yeah. I mean, as the Inter fan, what do you think? Do you still think Inter can win the Serie A this season or no?
I don't think we will win the league. I don't think we will, but I do think we will finish above Juventus. I think it will be tight. We could finish second, but I don't think we're gonna win the league, unfortunately. But too many points dropped in the first part of the season, so that's the reason why I cannot see us winning.
Yeah. All right. So let
But
me ask you
based on
this
recent
question.
form, we should be able to finish. All right,
Yeah.
that's the question.
So yeah, let me ask you this question. So it's kind of uncomfortable for me to ask this question, but do you think in some ways that win over Barcelona in the Champions League has kind of galvanized your big game credentials this season, or do you think that because I feel like that win against Barca kind of changed your season in some ways?
I would say so actually, because before that, all the big matches versus Bayern Munich, that's kind of expected to lose, but versus Milan, versus Roma, versus Lazio, we lost all the big games before the Barca game. Then when the Barca game came around, we weren't even in the match before that. We lost to Roma at home, so we weren't in a positive mood heading into the match. We weren't physically ready, but we were ready for the Barca game, and that win boosted us. Then we did beat Sassuolo. Then after that, the draw against Barcelona at the Camp Nou, absolutely astonishing match. And I would say that that definitely has boosted our big match credentials, like you said. But we'll see how it continues in the rest of the season. But as of right now, it definitely has pushed the confidence in the big matches.
Yeah, I feel like if you guys didn't win against Barca, I know it's really hypothetical to say this. I feel like your guys' season could have been very different. I think you guys could have been really. I think this you could have been like you guys may not even be in the top four as we speak. I know it's really reactionary to say this, but I feel like in some ways you may not even be in the top four, or maybe like be just about barely making top four. If that makes any sense.
No, even if we didn't beat Barcelona, I still think we would have made top four, but only in fourth place.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. Like
wouldn't
you
see
wouldn't
us
like.
doing.
Yeah, yeah. Like you wouldn't be like how to put it. Like you wouldn't be this close to Milan. I think that's the way I want to put it. This way.
Yeah,
Um, so
yeah. We would still
that's
make
the
top four, but we won't. I think we will just scrape top four
yeah, yeah.
barely.
That's why I mean like scrape top
Barely.
four. Like I mean in that sense, and that's why I feel like that Barca win was so important for you
Yeah,
guys. It really changed your. I think it changed your season. So and I just think for me it's really
yeah,
really massive because now for the second half of the season because it's kind of interesting that both Milan teams were like the best teams in Italy last season, and now this season they're not really the best teams. So it's kind of like obviously it's important for you guys to win, but like I feel like this could be a huge like I feel like this trophy in some ways could be a huge confidence for you guys for the second half of the season because we've been seeing with Milan they have so many injuries. Mike Non's been out, Florenzi's been out, Zlatan's been out. Like Milan, they just feel like I just feel like the burnout from last season they're still hurting from it. I think last season was so much for the team that I feel like this season it's just hard to repeat. Especially having the same commitment and the players being injured.
yeah.
So, do you think this trophy in some ways can like really be significant for Inter second half of the season, or do you think like this season will still remain as you expect?
Hopefully it can. I slightly think this. I still think that this trophy will boost us in terms of confidence. It's a trophy, so when you win a trophy, that gives you a lot of confidence. So I do think we will be able to turn our season into a much better season than it already is. But I want to say something quickly for Milan, especially after winning the league last year. They have not really been able to replicate that form that they were in. But I do think one thing that has structured from Milan from stopping playing from to stop playing well is the fact that the World Cup was also a big factor into that. So I would say the World Cup is one reason why Milan haven't been able to recruit that well. But
Yeah, that is also that's also
as you
another
said,
thing. Oh, sorry, I'll let you
yeah.
finish. I'll let you finish your point.
No, it's fine. I already finished.
Okay, okay. Yeah, that's also another thing I just remember. Like Milan, they let several players go in the summer this free. Like, obviously let go of Kessie. That was also, I think that was something that they may have regretted. Then obviously they also let go of who else they let go? I forgot his name. I think they also let a high player go.
Um,
Is it just Kessie? No, I swear they could let someone else go. Do you
I
remember?
cannot remember.
Maybe it was just
No, I
Kessie.
can't. Yeah, maybe I'm not. I don't really remember, but yeah.
Yeah, like I think letting Kessie go was maybe a blow for them because Kessie was actually I think their captain. Then he was obviously their main penalty taker as well. He was a very important player for the team. So I just think from me, I
Yeah,
just
and
think
also,
Milan. They're just I just think last season was just like a huge overdrive. Like they
yeah,
overperformed last season, and I feel like this season they kind of just set back to reality in some ways.
yeah. And one difference is that Milan don't have the experience yet to play these kind of big matches. They can play them, but I don't think they would. They don't. They can't build that confidence like Inter can, because Inter, of course, is before Milan won the league last year. They weren't looking that great, even though they were in top spot. But I don't. It's just that they don't have a winning mentality compared to Inter. That's the main
Yeah.
difference.
That's I think that's the big difference between the two
Yeah.
teams that you guys have the better
Yeah.
winning mentality. Anyways, let's just go read more comments. I'm not talking about historical, by the way, and I just talk about up to the game. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Sorry, Pookie.
All right.
Janet, thank you for joining. Says yo, I'll go live after 80, so it'd be great to have you guys watching. All right, I'll try to tune in, man. I'll try to tune in, man. What was the crowd
I'll
like?
also try to.
The crowd, I think it was a good turnout. I
No,
think it was okay. It
it
was
was
okay
good. I would
turnout.
say. I would say Milan. It was okay. I would say Milan's crowd was slightly louder than Inter's, but it was all right. It wasn't what you can expect at the San Siro in Italy, but it was all right. For Saudi Arabia standards, it was all right.
Yeah, I mean, it's I can assure you, if it was Italy, the crowd would have been more passionate, and there probably would have been
Yeah,
more people.
especially at the San Siro, that would have been a much better atmosphere.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely, man, definitely. Um. So, but yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting, guys. It's gonna be interesting as heck. And so, obviously, man, I'm happy. I'm happy that Inter, you guys finally won the derby. It makes this interesting.
I
And
know. Yeah.
yeah, DeMarco, man, Dzeko, Martinez, man. So, I just think that for me, it's going to be interesting. So,
Yeah.
I noticed that we have 17 people here. So, please, I haven't asked this. I think it's the first time I'm asking this. So, please hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. And guys, we're trying to hit
Hit the
1,000.
like and subscribe. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I need to leave a link to your channel. He's BLE also covers Inter Milan games, so you guys can check it
Yeah.
out from a
Yes.
more
Yes.
serious perspective.
Yeah.
I'll leave a link in the
Not
description.
not only Inter, but I try to cover even. Yeah. Or you can just find me at my username as it says there.
Yeah.
Very much appreciated for that.
So, yeah. So yeah, appreciate it. Oh,
Wow.
dang! Cristobal scored from a free kick.
Wow. From free kick. Wow. Interesting.
Oh my
God,
God!
look at Sebastian. Look
And
at Sebastian crying
BLE,
in
look
the
at
chat. Look at this.
BLE. Look at this. Look at the timing of this.
91st minute. I thought it was
Yeah.
only the start of the second half. Wow. I didn't know it was already the 91st.
Yeah. Oh my God, Cristobal, man. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Man United, man.
No,
Man United.
Look at Sebastian. Man United. Look
I
at
mean,
this. Look at this.
Yeah.
Sebastian.
Okay, to be fair, I think. I mean, to be fair, they do have a favorable tie against Spurs, but the thing is, like, I don't know, Milan Spurs is such a hard game to call. It's such a hard game to call, man.
I do not think it is hard, but I cannot see Milan getting past Spurs. I can't. I am picking Spurs in that tie. One reason is because of Antonio Conte. He is an AC Milan destroyer.
Yeah, that is true. But Spurs have been crap this season, man. They've been horrendous, so it's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. It's difficult to say. So, well, I mean, we'll see. Obviously, I'm not gonna make my prediction yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. It should be.
Yeah. So. I mean, that is true. Conte.
It is a 50-50 tie between.
I mean, Sebastian does make a good point. Conte has a terrible record in Europe. Like, and you know this very well.
But
BLE.
Sebastian, since you're crying so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Conte actually, when he was Inter manager, he actually both times when he was in the Champions League, we went out in the group. So yeah, it's Conte's bad, but it is against AC Milan, and Conte has managed Inter before, And Sebastian, you can cry all you want, but Spurs are the favorites heading into that tie for me. Even though they're in bad form, I still prefer Spurs over Tottenham. Spurs over Milan.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We're gonna have to wait and see. I think, yeah, because for me, we're gonna have to see. I think from Milan, yeah, it's gonna be interesting because both teams are. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be crazy, man.
Oh,
we're gonna have
one thing heading into that tie. We'll see if Mike Mignon will be back from injury because I think that's one reason why Milan have not been that great recently.
Ooh, so you're saying that if Mike Mignon plays, you think? Yeah. Oh, sorry. What do you say?
If Mike Mignon plays Milan, no, it's fine. If Mike Mignon had played this game, I think Milan would have stood more of a chance, but he's been injured for quite a while now. But we'll see what happens. There's still plenty of time until February.
Yeah, what's interesting? That now that you mention it, because people forget that people talk about that last derby that we saw, and of course, what was it? The last reverse fixture, 3-2 for AC Milan, right? People forget how good Magnan was. And honestly, in my opinion, if Magnan wasn't there, Inter probably either win the game or probably get a draw. Because obviously Leao got the spotlight, rightfully so, of course. But you can't forget what Magnan did in the last 10 or 15 minutes because you guys were pushing forward, man. You guys almost got a draw for that game.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, great! Look at this. Look at Sebastian again. Well, never mind. But I think also the reason why Milan have not been great defensively is also because of Magnan. They can't receive the kind of service from Tatarusanu, especially Tomori, who knows Magnan very well.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, to be fair though, like, I don't really blame the goalkeeper too much for today. I think like he didn't really make a direct mistake. So he could have probably done better. He could have probably done better. Yeah, sorry. What are you saying?
No, he could have done better, but it's not his fault. Like,
yeah. Like for me, I think the greater blame should be on Tomori on the back line. Calabria was also very poor. I didn't think it was good today. Cahill was not good. He came off at halftime. Basically, the whole back line was terrible. So, like, I think it's a bit harsh to blame him individually speaking because the rest of the players.
Yeah.
And that's the thing people forget as goalkeepers that there's only so much you could do as a goalkeeper, right? Because at the end of the day, the defense is what's going to determine how good a goalkeeper is,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Oh, God. Sebastian, Inter ain't getting past Porto. Now that you say that, Sebastian, you predicted Serbia to go out in the World Cup. You already did it once. You're not doing it again. It's not happening this time.
I mean, I don't know, man. Inter Porto is also going to be tough to say. That's going to be.
It is a good game, but based on what Sebastian just said, what he said is not going to happen. I know it won't.
I mean, we'll have to wait and see, BLE. We're going to have to wait and see.
I know it's still tough to call, but I'm just warning Sebastian. The more he says that, the more he will be proven wrong once again.
Yeah. Anyways, we're going to go read some final comments. We're going to be for here another 2 or 3 minutes, and then we're going to head out, guys. I know Spurs will be Spursy. Okay.
We'll see.
Oh my gosh. Osasuna score.
Wow.
1-1, 91st minute.
Who are they playing against?
It's Real Betis in the Copa del Rey.
Wow.
Yeah. Then the match channel says, although Conte has reached the quarterfinal of Euros.
Yeah, I think he has.
I hope so, Sebastian, but we will see. Oh yeah, Mats, you're going to go against Mats. Yeah. I forgot about that.
I think we'll do a watch along for that match on my channel, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's gonna be
like Mats just said, it will be on my channel. So.
Yeah.
And one more thing to Sebastian, AC Milan is overhyped in the Champions League. I have seen many people predict them being a dark horse team. This team has only 4 or 5 standout players. They're good, but they're not amazing. That's the only thing with dark horse team.
Yeah, and I think Milan is going to be more focused on the league anyway. Like, I don't think they're going to really be that. I mean, obviously they're going to. I'm not saying they're going to throw the Champions League. I'm not saying that, but I think they're going to put. They're going to be. I think they want to. I think they're putting their more. I think they're more focused on the league than the Champions League. That's what I'm thinking. That's what my Milan friend told me.
Sebastian, cry all you want. You have not won the trophy today, so.
Yeah. Okay. Let's stop attacking each other if we can.
Yeah, I'm not attacking him. I'm just telling him the more he talks, the more it will bite him.
Okay, let's move on.
So, any other final thoughts on the match?
Yeah, so let me quickly ask the last question. We're gonna head out. So, what do you think? How do you think Milan will recover from this? Do you think Milan will make transfers now in the January transfer window, or do you think Milan cannot really? Because I know a lot of Italian clubs are in a financial crisis right now. I know a lot of clubs are struggling financially speaking. Is that true?
Yeah, it is true, and that's why Italian clubs have to do really good in the Champions League. That's the reason why.
Yeah. Do you think like? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Let me finish the
I
thing.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they will make any transfers, I don't think they will. Maybe just one player on loan. I'm not sure who, but they might just sign. Let's say from the Bundesliga, they might sign someone from on loan. But we'll wait and see. I don't think they will, but we'll see.
Yeah, and I think for Milan, how do you think this will like? Do you think this will like give them like? Do you think this will give them more? Do you think that like, this loss in some ways will make them more motivated in the league, and like, do you think this will have any effect in the Champions League, anything like that?
It might not. I hope they do not get past Spurs. I don't think they will, but we'll see how it affects them. It might not, but we'll see. But yeah, Milan, they have to recover now. Especially the only game they won was against Salernitana, so they have to mentally recover from this. But we'll see.
Yeah, I just think I think from Milan, see the thing is like I think this could honestly demoralize them. Like that could be the thing, especially losing to the rivals, especially losing out on a trophy. But see the thing is like it's kind of like the with Real Madrid that lost the Super Cup. I think Real Madrid will be really motivated the second half of the season. They're gonna wait. Real Madrid is gonna definitely strengthen. They have to make some investments because I think both Milan and Inter. Both Milan and Real Madrid. I think their defenses were pretty mediocre on the day in that game. So it's going to be interesting to see what Milan do in the transfer window, and of course for Inter as well. Do you think Inter's going to make any transfers? I don't think I asked that.
I don't think we will. We're broke as heck. We don't have the money to spend. We can't even loan players.
Yeah, so
can't sign.
Yeah. Let me read some last comments. Let's read some last comments, and then we're gonna head out, guys. 80. Okay, I already read that. I'll be on stand for the game in Milan 7 UCL or such. He means like the modern era, man, not in the past. Okay, jeez.
The modern era, Inter has been better.
80 quads, FC versus Barca. I already know. I need to do a match preview for that. I'll do that very soon. Milan be riding those UCL titles, man. That's why, like Inter more low. Summer about to sign for Bayern.
Pookie. Shout out to Pookie for saying that.
So huge for them in the game versus PSG because they need a world-class goalkeeper. Boo-hoo.
No.
Really, what's next for Inter?
Good question. That's a good question by Matt. We'll have to wait and see. I do think this trophy will boost the confidence, especially in the big matches. We've also got Milan again in 3 weeks from now in the league. So
wow. That's interesting.
Yeah. I think that game will personally be a draw. We'll see. But we have to wait and see. I do think the trophy will boost us in terms of confidence, and we should be going for another trophy, which is, of course, the Coppa Italia, but to try to defend that as well. But we will have to wait and see. Only time can tell what will happen.
Yeah. Bielli knows who Summer is from the World Cup. Very funny.
Very funny, Sebastian. Very funny.
Yeah, that's the only reason people say that AC Milan are better than Juventus historically, because of those UCL titles, in my opinion.
I would say AC Milan overall had more legendary players, not only the UCL titles, but domestically AC Milan were at one point a lot better than Juventus. So,
and I think generally speaking, I think people also like Milan more because of what Juventus did in the past. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I think generally people,
Yeah, I don't hate AC Milan. I just do not like their fans a lot, especially those are the craziest fans in Italy.
Yeah. At least they're passionate, man. And you got to admit, man, they've been suffering for a long time now.
I do admit. I don't. Inter also suffered a lot, so
yeah,
both of us have suffered. But I do agree that Milan is a more legendary club than Inter. But in modern times, especially in the last 4 seasons, Inter has been better.
Yeah. Qatar money coming to Liverpool and Bob Bellingham 2023 C. Both are not coming. Let me just say this right now. Maybe one might come, but both are definitely not coming.
If one of them is coming, Bellingham has a higher chance of going to Liverpool than Mbappe.
Yeah. Oh, interesting question from Matt here for you, Billy.
I do not think it was. I think even before that it was.
Okay.
I said something about the Red Star Belgrade, and Sebastian was upset. It definitely was even before that match. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, maybe this might be better to be discussed off stream. All right, let's move on. Anyways, leave Bellingham alone with Liverpool. I want about Real Madrid. It'll be really funny, guys. Imagine after all this transfer talks, Bellingham joins Bayern Munich. If that happens, man. Oh my God, Bayern Munich, man.
Or even just if, for example, if Manchester City randomly come in, although they don't need the midfielder, I do think if they were to swoop in some money for someone, it would be Bellingham. So, but Bayern Munich seems more realistic than Manchester City.
Or you know, be really crazy. Bellingham just stays at Dortmund. He doesn't even leave.
I would say so. It is better for him to stay at Dortmund, but we'll have to wait and see. Time will only tell.
I would love Bellingham at Real Madrid also, but rather Liverpool. No. We're gonna start the Qatar. Okay. Anyways, anyways, let's put that to the side. I don't want to talk about that guy, Infantino, man. Anyways, very Limpy just says good win for Inter. Yeah, definitely agree.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, and very Limpy just said not totally related, but that Palace goal. Yeah, that Palace goal, free kick, man. Free kick's so hard to hit, man. It's very difficult. It's very crazy, man. So make sure you guys vote on the poll if you haven't already. 80 Frankie de Jong to Liverpool would be nice. Frankie de Jong is not joining Liverpool, guys. So let's move on.
He is not.
Yeah. I asked because
I did do a preview with him, but even before that, he was a bit salty about my nation. So
yeah.
Right. Yes. Let's not talk about this topic. Let's not.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, and yes, I know that AC Milan had more legendary players than Juventus. All right, so I think we're gonna end here in the next. Let me just give Billy just to give you a rounding remarks for today. I think we're gonna end here.
Overall, I just think that we deserved to win this trophy. We were much better, especially in the first half. We showed a lot of courage, a lot of will to be to play on the field, to constantly be attacking Milan and defensively shutting them down from counter-attacking. But I liked our performance a lot. The second half wasn't that great, but it doesn't matter in the end. Defensive solidity proved to be a massive margin for us, especially in the first 15 minutes of the second half. And then after that, we kind of controlled the rest of the second half. But otherwise, very good performance from Inter, poor performance from Milan. Let's see if they can recover from it. Let's see how this affects Inter, hopefully in a positive way, and to continue playing like this since we've been in good form. And yeah, we'll see. Look out for another Milan derby in the coming weeks.
Yeah, the next one, man, is going to be interesting.
One heck of a match. Yeah, it's on February 5th.
February 5th. Wow. Man, February, man, is going to be so crazy, man. February, you have so many games. The Champions League, the Europa League, Conference League. They've got big league games. We got Arsenal, Man City. You know, I actually found out, guys, Arsenal, Man City is actually on the day of the Champions League games. Which, oh my God.
Yeah, I think that's on the day of PSG. I think it's on the day of PSG Bayern Munich. So that's going to be one spicy match.
It's actually the Chelsea Dortmund game. It's actually on that day. Well, to be fair, I'd rather watch. Yeah. So.
Yeah, Champions League over Premier League.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways, yeah. So we're gonna end here. Oh, I want to say this. I forgot to mention this. I think Inter Milan defensively, guys have been so solid. Defensively, guys have been amazing.
Yeah.
I think let me actually check.
We weren't that great, but ever since that, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but ever since the Barcelona match, especially at home, our defense has been really good. Except against Juventus, our defense has been really, really good. So.
Yeah.
Defensive solidity.
Defense, man. People, don't forget, guys. defense wins you titles.
Yeah.
So
these days,
yeah.
it's good if you have a strong attack, but you need a strong defense to win titles, like you said.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna be right back, guys. Let me pick up the drawer real quick, and then I'll read the comments afterwards.
Right, I'll read some of the comments in the meantime. Yeah, I would say that's enough about that topic. Thank you, Mets. Thank you very much. The topic is interesting to me, not gonna lie. Well, Pookie, if you want more of that, just go on Twitter. Alex says, big up AD and B League, great show, great content. Thank you, Alex, for watching the stream. Hopefully, by the way, guys, I will be releasing my match reaction to this match tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And like AD said earlier, he will leave the link to my channel. So if you would like to, you can check it, of course. Also, as my username says, you can just type it in BLE Reviews Football, and you will see myself show up.
All right, I'm back. So let's go ahead and quickly finish this. So we're actually running overtime. We should have ended this like 10 minutes ago. So let's go ahead and quickly go through this.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, and yes, I knew that AC Milan had more legendary players advanced. 2-1 Batiste. Okay.
So 2-1 Betis.
Yeah. Well done, Inter and BLE.
Yeah, thank you, Matt, once again.
Yeah, Pookie, that topic's interesting to me, not gonna lie. Big AD and BLE, great show, great content. Pookie says, okay, low. So yeah, I think we're gonna end here for today. So like I said, guys, make sure you guys smash the like button. And also subscribe to my channel as well. Of course, BLE's channel as well. And yeah, man, as I said, man, thank you guys for watching. Run, guys. If you're new around here, considering that like button, hit the subscribe button as well. Consider also becoming a member of the channel to get access to members-only streams, members-only videos. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. And also, one last thing before I head off, guys. The next YouTube stream we're going to have is going to be on Friday for the RB Leipzig versus Bayern Munich match reactions. So I'll try to do a match reaction to the big games. I'm not going to be doing watch-alongs per se, but I'll do match reactions to as many big games as I possibly can. All right? So thank you guys for watching, and peace out.
Peace.